Yo, you are now locked into the Crossover podcast with myself, Myers and Freek. What are you saying to me, bro?
Good, man. How you been, bro?
I'm all good. I mean, I'm happy with the feedback. I'm
Yeah?
happy with the feedback, man. Obviously, we released the first episode.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there's a handful of people that I went to
Okay.
that I respect their opinion highly, just to see what the vibes is, see if we're on the same page. Do you know what I'm saying? We know what we're doing anyway, so we're gonna go ahead regardless. Obviously, external opinions, we want everything. We want the good, we want the bad, we want the indifferent. I think we want to create something that's interactive so people can message us.
Yeah.
I've had loads of messages as well,
Amazing.
positive messages. And you know, we can take what people were saying in terms of topics and what they want us to elaborate on
Yeah.
and move forward with it. What about yourself? What's the feedback been?
Bro, to be honest, it was a dope, positive feedback from my ends, you know, and people loved the knowledge you be dropping about the corporate world, bro.
Yeah. Do you know
What
what?
are they saying?
It's funny you say that because that's probably one of the topics that a lot of people had messaged me about. And I actually put a poll on my Instagram just to say, look, you know, do you agree with what I'm saying? And I think it come back like 91% of people,
Wow.
you know, understood what I was saying. And I think, you know, the other 9% needed a little bit more clarity with what I was trying to get to. And those people actually messaged me to say, look, sick topic, you know what I mean? The podcast went well. With regards to the corporate stuff, do you mind digging into it a little bit more? So I said, cool, that's what it's about, innit? Messaging, understanding what the vibes is and touching on it. And basically what I was trying to, well, not even trying to, what I was saying is everything's about energy for me, yeah? So I think what I was saying is if you're stepping into the corporate world, there's a certain way to behave, yeah? There's a certain way to conduct yourself,
Okay.
yeah? And you're judged by that, yeah? But who is to say that that's right or wrong? Who is to say going into an office wearing a suit is professional? Like, who made these things up? Do you know what I'm saying? And it depends on what industry you're in.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to say is, you know, you're walking into corporate lifestyle, in my experience, started from the UK, right? So the UK, they have, depending on where you are working and stuff like that, they will have their way of behaving, which they will see as professional or they will see best fit
Yeah.
for the business to move forward.
Yeah.
So with that, you know, you might have a lot of British people, and a British man might say to you, "You're right, mate. How's your day been?"
Yeah.
And you speak to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for you, if you're trying to fit into that lifestyle, you go back, "Yeah, it was all right, mate. Yeah, it was not too bad." Like you're already kind of adapting
Yeah.
and changing how you are
Yeah.
to fit in.
Yeah.
You can't say, "Yeah, it was good, bro," because now you're being unprofessional. But
Yeah.
why is the word mate accepted, but
Yeah.
the word bro seen as
it's
unprofessional?
unprofessional.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's not normal for me to speak like that.
Yeah.
So it's all about adaptation.
Yeah.
That's all I was getting to. And I'm
Yeah.
saying if you're using, I don't know, 17%, I think I said, on your energy of adapting,
Yeah.
saying the words mate, understanding what they're saying.
Yeah.
Mate, I've worked in like British corporate culture, yeah, where, you know, a Scottish man might say, "Can you change that we thing for me?" And in my head, I'm thinking, what the hell does we mean? Like, what's he talking about?
I had
And
to
I've come
Google it straight away.
Yeah, and I've had to come to understand that it means little. But I didn't know that. But it's still seen as professional. Do
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I
But
come
imagine-
in and say,
Hey,
yo,
hey, pass that little thing.
yeah, people are like, look at me like, "Right, he's mad, unprofessional." And not to mention, like, you know, if you're coming from different cultures, you're put on more of you're under more a different microscope.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So now they're onto you.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're more you know, in a certain light as such. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. And I wanna add something. I want your opinion about it, right? Because when you enter the corporate world, right? Obviously, at the beginning, your family tells you, "Hey, man, you need to look decent." What does that mean? Like for me, my mom used to tell me, hey, you have to cut your hair. You can't go in with dreads. I'm like, why though? Like like you can wear a suit and have dreads, right? But to me, that's a bit deep, right? Like, because there's certain standard. They want you to look a certain way. Some people are rastas. They have to have, like, for example, they have to have dreads. Like, what are they going to do? They can't get accepted for a certain job because they don't look a certain way.
I think, you see that? Again, that goes down to the conversation we was having in the first episode about conforming. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's still a certain percent of energy that you're having to use.
Yeah.
Now you're not being yourself. You cut off your dreads, you get a fresh trim, yeah? Does that make you more professional than you was with your dreads?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like an image, it's a lifestyle. There's certain dialect to kind of conform to.
Yeah.
And if you're constantly thinking about it, which, you know, I've been in a position where I have to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? From 9 to 5, all I'm thinking about is how am I coming across?
Yeah.
I know I can do my job, but how am I coming across? You know, I can't use the word bro, or I can't use this, or I can't say that. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, they might think I've got too much attitude if I speak back to them in a certain way. That's just long.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you're being yourself, again, you can I
feel like you could do more.
You could do way more.
You could do, because you're
way
comfortable.
more. You're comfortable. You can execute the work.
Yeah.
You can come across a certain way, and you're laughing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you have a presentation, I've had presentations in the past that, like, I know the stuff inside out. My work is phenomenal, better than everyone else is in the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all I'm worried about is how I'm coming across.
Yes.
Is my dialect, making sure I don't use any slang terms. And I'm not someone that I struggle with that.
Yeah, exactly.
So imagine me in comparison to someone that back home in the UK or even here, like I've seen it where, you know, people get in trouble with the police, right?
Yeah.
And whether they're right or wrong, the way they're speaking, and where they're not able to articulate themselves properly, it's getting them into more problems.
Definitely.
But they actually might be in the right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I think dialect and conforming and stuff like that is a massive part of being within the corporate world.
Definitely.
And you can't.
But the thing is, it's not even only the corporate world. Like you were talking about having a situation with the police. That's everything. That's a system, right?
Yes.
If you speak a certain way, if you look a certain way, you might get stopped.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if you wear a suit and nobody might bother you, you know what I mean? But if you look a certain way, speak a certain way, then you might get in a situation you don't want to be in. And people actually try to go against the grain and continue to speak like that. And they're like, wow, I'm just being me. And then they end up in a bad situation, right?
Yeah. And I think that's what I was touching on.
Yeah.
That's what I was touching on. And a load of people had messaged me to say, look, you know, can you elaborate on what you were saying? Because what I was trying to say in the conversations that I was having separately is that I have no problem adapting. Like my adaptation skills is far beyond the average person, I'd say. That's why I was able to move to Dubai.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Now it's not only corporate lifestyle. You've got all types of different people here. Indian, Filipino, Arabs, different types of Arabs, Emiratis, Egyptians. Do you know what I'm saying? I've met the likes of you, everyone. And in whatever room I'm in, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm able to be myself, but adapt to situations. Yeah. Obviously, there is a professional way of behaving. There is a professional stance, which is recognized globally. But who made those rules?
Yeah.
Who said, oh, a suit and tie is what is seen as professional?
Yeah.
Who said, oh, a clean cut is professional?
Yeah.
Why is it even called a clean cut?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like we've been programmed in a way. And if you're coming from certain places and you're trying to conform to that, yeah, you might be able to conform. I've been able to conform, yeah. But you're marginalizing your potential.
Yeah.
Because you're not being yourself. That's why if you're able to break into an industry where you can be yourself, or even better, like develop an industry that you're able to be yourself, then you will excel massively.
Bro, to be honest, I was one of those people that tried to fit in. At the beginning of my career, I was going that because that's all we knew in school. They're like, yo, you have to graduate, go to college. After that, You have to look a certain way to get a certain job, right? I tried, bro. I failed miserably because I couldn't look a certain way. I couldn't act a certain way because I come from a different background. People would judge you regardless, bro, even if you do anything.
Yeah.
Even if you like speak like a professional. Hey, man, how Bob? How you know what I mean? Like, and still people might judge you, be like, nah, he's still not all that. Yeah. Although you did everything, bro. Like you're better than everyone in the room. At the end of the day, people are gonna judge you. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just do me 100%. I'll look a certain way. If they want me, then.
And I think people a lot of people mistaken education for intelligence.
Yeah.
Bro, a lot of these men that I know that are high up in the corporate world, like directors or whatever, these men ain't got no common sense. No common sense. Yeah. Not every one of them, obviously. Exactly. They've got to where they are because of a certain level of intelligence, But certain things, they won't have a clue.
Yeah.
They don't know what it's like growing up in the jungle.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They don't even know what it's like going to different places and there's different cultures around, and like it's not always your way is the right way. But what I say is we as a community or whatever culture you're from or whatever field you're working in, if you create your own, you have your own way of behaving. We can't complain because that's their corporate setup that we are joining. So how can we possibly complain about it? Yeah. If you don't like it, then go somewhere else.
Exactly.
End of story.
Exactly.
If you don't want to wear a suit, then go somewhere else. Yeah. Unless you're extremely innovative and you're able to change a particular lifestyle or way to view things, which in the long run becomes profitable. Yeah? If not, then get out of here. That's why it's good to set up your own stuff. You can behave how you want to behave, operate how you want to operate. And if it's successful, then it's successful. The amount of people that I know in the entertainment business, I would look from afar and say, boy, these men are not operating professionally at all.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what it's like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I've got people that have come out here, yo, can you book a yacht for 3:30? Do you know what I'm saying? I book it for 4:30. But it don't go off till 7:30.
Yeah.
And someone might say, well, that's not good timekeeping. Yeah, it's not good timekeeping. Yeah. But there's other stuff that's obviously come up beforehand, hence why it's had to change time. But everyone's doing extremely well. So however they're operating works for them.
Exactly.
It works for them.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, punctuality is punctuality.
Exactly.
If you're late, you're late. End of story.
Yeah, done.
But yeah, that's what I was trying to elaborate on. That's what I was trying to say and what I wanted to elaborate on.
And I feel like I'm one of those people that I work better under pressure, right? And when it's like a deadline, it's after tomorrow, then boom, everything happens, right? I don't know why. Is it professional? No, but it works. You know what I mean? Like, and I keep it that way because I'm calm. Like, I'm calm, and I feel like if I try to be like someone else, if I try to work a week in advance, I feel like it's not going to be the same energy.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I think even there's a deeper conversation to be had, which we will save for another episode of like since I've moved to Dubai, I've not experienced certain things. I'll let people read in between the lines in comparison to what I have experienced in the UK.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's different cultures. Yeah. And I think that's a conversation to be had because I remember going into the office one day when I was working, I think this is maybe about 4 years ago. And one of the guys, he's Caucasian. I think he was an associate director at the time. And he was fuming. And I was like, what's the matter? And he said to me, I went to the RTA and we were queuing up and I was the next in line. And then someone from a different cultural background, which is Emirati, jumped in front of him and got served. Yeah. And he was livid. Yeah. But in my head, I'm thinking to myself, see, you've never had to experience that.
Yeah.
Where growing up in the UK, you're singled out for certain things.
Yeah.
Because maybe you're black, brown, or coming from different areas, you're not seen as a priority.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he never experienced that.
Yeah. Exactly.
He doesn't know how to deal with that. He's like, no, I'm next. Or, do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you've come to their country now, so respect their thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's a bigger conversation to be had on
Even
another
though-
topic.
Yeah, I want to add something to it too, like because here there's something you might notice, like when you go to these places, these government places, we always have to serve women first, right? There's a queue for women and there's always a queue for male, right? And a lot of people from Europe used to tell me, man, why though? Like I've been here first. Why the women before just came now and got served? It's just it's part of the culture, and I feel like it's respect, right? Because at the end of the day, to us, like women are, and then it comes down to a lot of equality and all of that. So you see, women, they don't know that, bro. Like they want equality, but at the same time, you guys get treated better everywhere.
There's
right?
pros and cons. No,
everywhere.
you know, someone might disagree and be like, not everywhere.
Not everywhere, but here.
There's pros and cons.
Yeah.
And I think you say that to say the bottom line is respect our thing.
Yeah.
You've come here
you have to respect
to our country, so respect our thing.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, go home.
Yeah, you can't complain about certain things like that. Like if women get treated better in certain situation, you don't be like, nah, man, like I've been here first, Like this is the rule. This is the rule, and it's here for a reason.
Yeah,
and you have to follow it.
Yeah,
know?
and it comes down to the business conversation that I was having in the beginning, saying if you don't want to wear a suit and tie and stuff, or even conform to how they speak, using words like mate or pal, stuff like that, then go and set up your own industry.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah.
Like don't complain about it.
Yeah.
Go and do your own thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's the benefit of being a creative.
Yeah.
You could do what you want, say what you want, swear if you want to, not swear if you want to. You have your own rules in place.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And if whoever you've employed or comes into your circle or your business model, you can instruct the way you want to operate.
Yeah. Exactly.
End of story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so man, no, it's interesting. But yeah, is there anything you wanna touch on? Anything you wanna get to?
No, we have to touch on.
It's been a busy couple of weeks.
It's been crazy week, bro. Like people are going crazy in planes and stuff. You know,
planes.
Yeah, bro. Like, I wanted to touch on it because this shit happened in our soil. You know what I mean? Like,
Let's get to it.
And to me, the situation escalated quick when obviously two big rappers had a altercation in a plane, right, coming from Dubai to the UK, right?
Okay.
And for me, a lot of people were going crazy because obviously you can't do these things, right? If you meet someone that you don't want to meet everywhere else, and you meet in a holiday or you meet in a plane, you should just calm it down and allow it, right?
I think for me, just to give backstory to everybody that's listening, there were two UK artists where I'm from. There are two UK artists that came to Dubai with their friends. I don't know whether it was business purposes or not. I believe both of them maybe even had like some element of business here, whether they're performing or setting up things for the future, whatever else. But they have conflict from back home.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know the ins and outs, but we can only speak on what has been shown on social media. And I think one of the videos that went viral was an altercation on a plane.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you can even qualify it as a fight, but it was an altercation.
Yeah.
Some element of back and forth. And the conversation is, what you're trying to say is there a time and place to handle your business? Is that what you're saying?
Bro, at the end of the day, you're handling a brand, bro. I know a lot of people have been saying when it's beef, right? It can happen anywhere. But at the same time, bro, you're a businessman. Like, you're not here on just to play around. At the end of the day, if it was me, bro, I think, I don't know, I can't even speak on my behalf, but I think you should allow these things because you don't want to get banned, right? You don't want to get banned and have you get blacklisted from traveling anywhere because of that situation. And all of these things, the domino effect is just it's going to backfire on you.
I think from my perspective, Dubai as a whole, like I said, I've been here 7 years. It's a very positive place.
Yeah.
Very positive place. I mean, we can get into it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all roses.
Yeah, obviously.
But people come here to, enjoy the lifestyle. It's sunny all the time.
Yeah.
Better themselves, whether it's, personally or financially or whatever else. And what you don't want to do is come over and mess that up for the rest of us. So me moving here 7 years ago, I had a certain element of responsibility, because if I behave in a particular way, I might mess it up for the man them behind me that want to come out here. Do you know what I'm saying? Because whether we like it or not, we are grouped.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know if shallow is the word, but ignorant people that have not met everyone, and no one's met everyone, will start to tarnish individuals because of experiences that they've seen or had with someone that looks like them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So what you don't want to do is mess it up for the next man. But with that particular situation, does it mess up the business? You don't know, because you got to think to yourself, right?
Any publicity is a good publicity.
Yeah, let's have the conversation. Yeah,
True. Yeah.
Some people say any publicity is good publicity.
But so if you want to take it that route, then you go all the way. You set up a match, a boxing match somewhere, and sell tickets and go all the way, right? And both of them can make money out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
But when it comes down to you guys having to fight somewhere else even in the economy, bro. It's not even in the airport. It's not even outside the airport. It's like in the plane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know it's like the mayor's like, oh shit, it's an economy too, bro.
Yeah. I see. Listen. We could touch on that as well, because you know what? Yeah, that's the first thing I thought.
Yeah.
It's so mad, but it's the first thing I thought. Not even what's the altercation about? Who is it?
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah. Well, once I knew who it was, the first question was, but they're an economy.
Yeah.
Like, and in my head, obviously, you don't want to fight in business class.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, how do you break that down? So then, when I thought about the situation, take the altercation away. Just put that aside, yeah. And I thought to myself, right, so these guys are established in the UK, yeah. They, well, you never know someone's financial situation, but you would assume that they're comfortable. Yeah. So why are they in economy class? Right? That's what one would say. That's why I see a lot of the comments. Why are they in economy? What's happening? That's embarrassing. Rah, rah. Don't get me wrong. The fight itself, in my opinion, was very embarrassing. Yeah. But then you got to check it. If you travel somewhere with 15 of your friends. Yeah. Now, you're not going to buy 15 of your friends business class.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah?
Fact.
You can't, well, some people might, but that might not be a good business model.
Yeah.
Like, that's only going to last for so long. Yeah? You ain't going to be able to sustain it, especially during COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you, if you're in that situation and you're traveling with 15 of your friends, would you upgrade yourself and see them on the other side? Or would you choose to sit in economy and be amongst your pals?
Bro, to be honest, if I'm going for business, if I have a festival, then obviously the promoter needs to align everything. Like, he needs to book 10 first class tickets, whatever, to whoever my entourage is, right? But if I'm going to Thailand, going to Dubai with the boys, and we're all in a holiday, bro, I think I might just jump on an economy, right? Like, at the end of the day, these guys are normal human beings. At the end of the day, these guys came from the bottom, so they know what it is. Like, they're not gonna act bougie at the end of the day if you're going to a holiday with their boys, right? Say, I think I'm just gonna jump on the economy.
See, for
boys,
me,
bro.
I think it runs deeper than that, in the sense of, like, if it's for business, the chances of getting into a madness, which both of them got into in economy, increases, right?
Facts.
If it's for business, you need to protect the bag. Yeah. You are the business, right? So we have to safeguard you.
Yeah.
So you cannot be seen.
Yeah.
And you've always got to be protected. So with that stance, yes, if I'm one of his people, I'm saying to him, yo, forget the jokes for the 7 hours that we're going to be on the plane for. Go to business class or first class and rest. Not even not be around. Rest. Chill. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Revitalize.
Yeah.
So then when we land, you're fresh.
Yeah.
We can resume business as normal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Fact, yeah.
We can't afford for you to be uncomfortable or have the middle seat or get into a back and forth with somebody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
I
saying?
know what you mean.
Protect your investment. So should they have been in economy? Probably not. Not in my opinion, no. Because you know what as well? Even if you are traveling for your friends, yeah, it's your friend's stag do and you're going to Bali or something, yeah, you still got a brand to protect, yeah. So if you're of a certain status, anyone that sees you, you know this era, it's my man, video, can I get a picture? That's gonna increase in economy, right? For one, so you're not even gonna be able to relax, and two, you got a brand to protect. If you're rapping or if you're portraying yourself in a way to say that you're financially comfortable, being in economy class would clash that.
Fact.
So whether you're fighting in economy class, which is a whole different fucking kettle of fish, yeah, or even just sitting in economy class, people will still be like, right, it's an economy.
Yeah,
So that still kind of messes up the brand.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
So
True.
where do you draw the line?
Yeah. For me, I think it's a deeper conversation to speak about, man. And obviously, if I'm that big, bro, I don't want to see nobody, bro. I'm just going to go sit in first class at the beginning of the day. Like, I'm just going to escape all this madness. And what was funny to me, there was a lot of rappers on that plane, bro.
Yeah.
And my friend was telling me, bro, they should hire me just to tell them who's going, like, who should be in which seat, who should be in that plane or not.
The thing is,
you know what I mean?
your friend is right, but they should already have those people around them.
Yeah.
Like how they're both ending up in the same cabin.
Yeah, bro.
Cabin, bro. Like is beyond me.
Yeah.
It's beyond me.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? And then people are looking into the altercation and saying, oh, you know, my man didn't fight properly. Like maybe in the back of his head he's like, listen, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Yeah. Maybe in the back of his head he's thinking, I need to pretend like I'm gonna fight, but I can't fight because everyone's videoing and I'm gonna be banned. Like you don't know what's going through people's heads.
True.
You know, everyone's got their business to protect. Yeah, it's not an ideal situation to be in the first place.
Yeah.
But once you're in that situation, if one of them hits the other, it's all on camera. You've got a situation when you land.
Yeah.
It's long.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's dumb to be in that situation in the first place. But how do we manage this now?
Exactly.
Right now.
Yeah. It just basically who's gonna be embarrassed in this situation.
Yeah.
Each person gonna try to take photos and videos of the other person just dissing the other person.
And sometimes,
do you know what I mean? Like
sometimes that L can be detrimental. Like
I know.
so it depends on the person's thought process, because one of them could be like, listen, I'm gonna knock my man out, yeah, because I'll take the W, right? I might take a small L in terms of I can't travel on Emirates, I can't come back to Dubai.
Bro, I think some of these rappers don't know, bro, what can happen in Dubai airport. Like, bro, if these guys...
Oh, if they were flying to Dubai, bro, it would be
listen, it's another DJ Esco. If you don't know what happened to DJ Esco,
locked up.
You need to
was
bro,
it 50 something nights?
Yeah, made a mixtape because this guy was in. Like, it can go that
it's one of his best
no one's going to
as well.
save you, bro. You're going to be in jail with a bunch of people who don't speak English, and you're going to be like, yo, I'm a rapper. Everyone's going to look at you like, yo, Shiba, like... They don't know you, bro, and you're gonna be next to
but
like
I think they thought about that. They're thinking, I'm going back to the UK.
I think so. I think that's what went to a lot of people's head. But at the same time, bro, they need to be careful, because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't know you guys. Like when it comes down to it, when it comes down to like getting arrested, bro, they're gonna just be like, yo, who are these guys?
Yeah,
you know
it's true. And I think what I was trying to say earlier is, it depends on the person's mindset, because someone might say to themselves, listen, if I knock him out, I get the W. Yeah. I'm going to have to deal with the consequences when I land in terms of the UK police, all this sort of stuff. But on social media, like, it's a W.
Yeah,
my followers double. My fee goes up. I'm more popular. So the small L that I would take in terms of serving a little bit of time, or not being able to come back to Dubai, being banned from Emirates, might actually not be that bad of a deal, because I've gained clout over on this side. It just depends on what Where do you want to benefit?
Facts.
And for me, prevention's better than cure. Don't get on the plane in the first place if you see my man. Or put yourself in business class. End of story. But it's the wrong energy.
It is the
It's the wrong energy,
bro. At the end of the day, both of you guys in Dubai, just enjoy it, bro, and just deal with the thing later on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the wrong energy, man. And
what a coincidence, bro.
And you know what the maddest thing is as well? Like, I know people that are deep within that industry. Those particular people are not that far away in terms of, you know, getting hold of via certain individuals.
Yeah.
And obviously, whatever issue they have is bigger than the altercation on the plane.
Facts.
This stuff's been going on for quite some time. Not that I know the full ins and outs because I've been living out here, and to be honest, my energy is elsewhere. But whatever situation they have is their situation. Cool. I respect the situation. Handle it how you see fit.
Facts.
Yeah. But I say that to say this. I guarantee if you speak to them as individuals, they're probably very cool people.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that have conflict, but if you speak to them individually, they're like the best people you can meet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, hopefully, they're going to do the same way Jeezy squashed the beef with Gucci, right?
I think that's a perfect segue. Perfect segue.
Because it needs to go that route. Because at the end of the day, bro, both of them are doing good, and both of them an example elsewhere. I don't think they see it that way because a lot of people are fans of both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they listen to both guys, and you need to really focus on the bag, bro, and stop all this nonsense. You know?
Yeah, I see. For me personally, I don't particularly. I mean, yeah, there's some element of responsibility there, but it's the management. Like, who is allowing you to get on this plane? Who is allowing you to be in these situations and circumstances? Like, who is even videoing it? I mean, the people that are videoing it, yeah, I'm sure, like, they got front row seats, so it's definitely. Do you know what I'm saying? Them man got front row seats, so it's definitely part of someone's camp.
Yeah.
So what's the benefit of this?
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, is this staged? I don't think it is, but it's a conversation to be had.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, certain things are staged.
Yeah.
And
bro, I don't think it can be staged because that's.
I don't think it's staged. I don't think it's staged. Like, who wants to stage that, bro? It's embarrassing.
On Emirates, bro.
It's embarrassing.
On Emirates plane, bro, it can go south. It can easily go. Just be like,
it's embarrassing. Bro.
Emergency landing, boo, gone.
Yeah. And again, you need to think about the bigger picture. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to think about who's coming behind you, who's in front of you, who you representing.
Yeah.
You know, those two rappers might go home, everything's hunky dory.
Yeah.
But someone else who looks extremely like them, that produces the same type of music, that wants to come to Dubai and get a booking, might not be able to get a booking now. Nothing to do with them. Do you know what I'm saying? Absolutely nothing to do with them. But now they've ruined the bag for a next man. And we're all coming, the bottom line is, we're all coming from the same place, in terms of coming up, building a foundation. I think people always look at the artists, but where I've been involved in certain things, with certain projects, certain people, one artist can facilitate for so many people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Can look after 6 extra man. You got the manager, you got the bodyguard, you got the driver. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even a man that rolls up for them.
Yeah.
If everyone's getting paid, that's 5 additional families that's being looked after. Do you know what I'm saying?
True.
So it's a business, and it has a domino effect. So those inconveniences or lack of judgment and poor choices can have a knock-on effect on X amount of families.
True.
Do you know what I'm saying?
True.
Forget being laughing stock. How does it affect the bag? How does it affect the finances?
Bro, it's gonna affect it dramatically, bro. Like it's gonna go from having 7 shows in Dubai to nothing. You know what I mean? And bro, and Dubai is linked to the UK. Like it's not.
You have
the
the
like
whole corridor thing now.
Yeah.
And
bro.
Dubai is giving out the bag. Like, you can't perform anywhere else either.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So,
bro, you're gonna block your back from Saudi. A lot of people are gonna block you just because you did some madness in Dubai. It's not like only Dubai.
Yeah, and I hope, which has been the case in the past, that they don't tarnish everyone with the same brush.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And end of story. But to be fair, knowing Dubai and living here for however long, they don't operate like that. They take you on face value. Do you know what I'm saying? Very open, kind, nice people. But yeah, you touched on Gucci and Jeezy.
Bro.
The verses.
Bro. That was crazy. But what do you think? I don't know. At the beginning, I'm like, whoa, like Gucci's going in. But later on, I'm like, I think Jeezy won that. You know what I mean? Because he's the one. He's the bigger man, right?
Again, I think it's context, bro. Like, we have to give the backstory.
Yeah.
The backstory is there's two massive American artists that have had confrontation.
Yeah.
Now, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Someone has passed away during.
Facts.
Maybe many people
Yeah.
have unfortunately lost their lives due to this situation and circumstance. Yeah. And it is known that Jeezy has sent an individual to harm Gucci, man.
Yeah.
Who has
actually he sent a girl to sleep with Gucci.
Right.
And he set him up at night, and some people came in.
Right.
Lit.
And out of self-defense, Gucci Mane has effectively catched the body. Like, I don't know, read into that how you want to, yeah?
Yeah.
So it runs deep, yeah? Massively.
Yeah.
Now, taking that into consideration, yeah, moving to the verses, and the verses is something that Swiss Beats and Timbaland have set up over the COVID period, which allows two artists to come together, play their, I don't know, latest and greatest hits, and then the judges will be, you know, social media, whoever's viewing the event, to kind of say, yeah, you know, he had more hits than him, or whatever. Yeah. That is what we're talking about, versus, yeah. So the likes of Gucci Mane and Jeezy, where people have unfortunately passed away due to the situation. Now, there was a case of Gucci Mane performing diss records to Jeezy, right? So they're both in the same room, and a man is rapping about the other guy's dead friend, right? Which I think I don't need to say, boy, you know, some people would argue that there is no rules in war, but you know, if this is something that has to be
thing is, man, Jeezy actually reached out to Gucci, tell him to come on. That's a bit disrespectful for you to be like, you know what,
it's a mad disrespect
to add the diss track in the play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But and this is what I was thinking about, right? Yeah. Now, people always take things at face value, and if you're watching it and you'll think to yourself, Gucci Mane is performing a diss track which is referencing Jeezy's deceased friend, right? Of course, it's out of order. Of course, it's low, really low. Yeah. And millions of people were watching. 1.2 million people in the comments like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on?
Even people in I think they were part of the production. They were like, They were like, nah,
and you're putting everybody within that.
Send that boy in a coffin, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Bro, but what you're doing is you're putting everybody within that venue at risk, because it can pop off at any time. Yeah. And what Jeezy did was spin the narrative and say, look, we're not come here to do this, you know. I'm gonna rise above it. We have come together to piece this up. Yeah. And there have been people that have passed away alongside my friend, and other rappers, which he named, which have unfortunately passed due to gang violence. Yeah. We're doing this for them. Like, we are a representation of unity, of two people that had a conflict and have come together to resolve it. Yeah. So let's not take it south. This is bigger than us. Yeah. So I think at hindsight, you would look and say Jeezy was a bigger man then. Yeah. Obviously. But when you dig into it, think about it. Yeah. If you're sound asleep at home and someone breaks into your home and then tries to harm you, you end up, you know, killing that person via self-defense, or however you look at it, there's going to be an element of PTSD there, He's had to serve time for that, So think about psychologically how that's gonna have an effect on a human being.
Yeah.
Right? How do you digest that information? Yeah. He's had to resolve a situation that he didn't even want to be. I don't know the ins and outs, but I'm just speaking generically. Yeah. Just because there's a lot of accidental murderers, bro. Like you might have a fight, you knock a man out. All he wanted to do was knock a man out,
Exactly.
but he might have hit his head on a curb, and now he's dead.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want that on your conscience.
Yeah.
So it's all good and well being like, no, Gucci is wrong for doing that. Gucci is wrong for having the diss track and performing it there and then. But you don't know that person's mindset, what they've had to go through, how long they had to sit down for, the energy they've had to like kind of bask in after, you know, handling the situation that they might even not even necessarily want it to be in. Whether he was, you know, aggravating the situation or not, we don't know. But I'm just talking about base level.
Yeah.
So people don't look into that though.
Yeah. True.
What do you think?
Thomas, you wanna add to that, man?
I think through art and through music, like you're able to express yourself so freely and so without any judgment usually. And we see diss tracks and we see like music that usually expresses some sort of
Pain.
It's got some sort of aim towards it and some sort of goal. And whether it's for the artist himself or for somebody else, you know, it's important to release that energy and it keeps you sane and healthy. And I think if he did that, I don't know the whole background story, but if he did it that way and after came out to apologize, I think that's the best way that he could have done.
I think
you know?
that's why Jeezy let him have it. Like
That's
he's
a
like, you know
fantastic
what? Just let him clear it out. You know what I mean? And
Exactly. So in hindsight, you might see that as therapy. You know, you might see that as him getting it off his chest. This is the final call. We are gonna resolve everything after this, but I just need to express how I felt at the time or how I feel at the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, send a message like, look, don't try me again.
Exactly.
Like we can piece this up, but don't try me again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's what everything, every scenario, every situation is all about perspective. Do you know what I'm saying? There's three sides to every story. You've got two different sides on opposing ends, and then you've got the truth. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah.
So we have to look into that. But I think the way Jeezy handled it was very, very professional.
Yeah.
He obviously was he was conducting himself as the bigger person.
Because it's always gonna stay in your conscious, you know.
And it's live.
Yeah.
Recorded.
Yeah.
Like, do you know the inner what's the word I want to use? Like being able to control yourself from not reacting to somebody mentioning someone that's close to you that has passed away. That's crazy resilience. So both of it is to be kind of appreciated.
Yeah.
It depends on how you look at it, you know.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, from what we know, obviously we don't know what happened off camera, but they pieced it up.
Yeah.
You know, I think they went on to perform elsewhere in Atlanta and stuff like that.
The dope thing about it, at the end, they performed the song.
Yeah, So I See.
Yeah, which is that was crazy,
monumental,
bro. Yeah, that was crazy.
And I think that brings our conversation full circle because they could be a representation of the other two rappers. Yeah, to say, look, we've had way bigger confrontation. Yeah, but it can always be sorted out in the end.
Yeah.
And it's all about operating and moving forward how you want those behind you to move. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to lead by example. Yeah, we've been through our shit, but we're able to resolve it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, and they're very, very influential characters. Yeah. So two other people, whether they're rappers or not, might see that and be like, you never know how many people might have picked up the phone after that, phone whoever they've got a problem with and say, look, you know, are you around for a conversation to kind of sort this out?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, exactly. It can be both ways, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, this obviously is going to set an example for a lot of rappers that have been having a lot of beef for years. These guys been having beef for 15 years, bro. Imagine.
15.
You know? 15 or 20.
15 to
like,
20.
Because he's like 20 and there's like, no, 15.
But it's still
it's like,
the energy's
it's
mad.
There,
like, yeah, no, you're wrong.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There's still an element of like conflict.
Yeah, you can see it. Like these guys are in front of each other since, bro, it's been forever. Just to watch it just go, the energy just goes down and then Gucci be like, man, shout out to G. That's like,
yeah.
bro, that's history. You know what I mean?
So did you watch it live?
Nah, I watched it the next day, bro. To be honest.
Yeah, because in Dubai it's like I think it's like 5 a.m.
Nah,
6
bro.
a.m.
The only thing I'm gonna wake up to is the UFC, bro. I don't think I'm gonna watch Versus. I'm not gonna wake up
to watch
at 5 to watch Versus. You know
I
what
suppose with Versus as well, they always like record it, pre-record it. Sorry, not pre-record, but they record it and it's live, and then obviously you can go and visit it after.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think let's look to wrap this up.
Yeah.
I think it's a good conversation that we've had. I think
Hitesh, yeah.
if we keep the comments coming.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep the YouTube comments, keep DMing us.
Wow.
If you wanna if you have a topic for us to discuss, don't worry, like a few people have messaged me as well about, we want to know how you got to Dubai and what's the climate like there right now, and is there any way that I can move out or visit, or when I hit you, when I come out, can I message you and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And this is what it's about. Do you know what I'm saying? The crossover, it allows people to collaborate.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
I think then again, like if people actually come into Dubai and stuff like that, is dope to actually watch the podcast and just to know like a lot of things you didn't really know about Dubai, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then again, don't get grey t-shirts because you already know.
You already know
the
from
first episode.
number 1. But yeah, let's wrap it up, bro. But yeah, good seeing you,
man.
Yeah,
too,
link
bro.
up soon again.
Done now.
Yeah, this is the TCO, and yeah, next time. Yalla,
Later,
yalla.
man. Yalla, man.